Okay, I'm looking up at DOMO. It's then fell off for the last few weeks. Fell off from its highs. It's been straight down. Yeah, back in September highs of 17. But it is setting up a little bullish pattern right here with this time count. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you put the indicators back on, it's riding above that 20 moving average. So either it's finna pop back up to the red line, which is the 50, and get it back above 15 and start to march its ways back up to the new highs, or it's finna lose this 20 and sell off and test that 200, which will probably get a short bounce and then break if it does that. I'm in the camp of it going up, and so I bought some more shares today. One of the things you want to look at if we take this out, I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to take these studies out. Let's go to Loom. I want to show you. I think DOMO is doing something similar to what Loom did here. But if you can see, now DOMO sold off a lot higher, and it's a smaller cap. But Loom sold off real hard after earnings. This candle right here, this long drop. And actually, I already got it marked up. Let's put these on here. You can see it actually lines up with the fibs. Let me show you the range of the fibs here, just so you can see on camera. The one line is from here to here, and the other line is from here to here. So, and this line right here, right where I got these crosshairs, has a confluence zone. So the fib, let me put it back on here so you can see. So the fib that's drawn from the top range here and connected here, that's the 50% line, okay? Also, the fib range that's drew from here to here, that's the 382 line. And they converge perfectly. So, where did I get these levels for? I want to show you that. And if you go back here, let's take them off for just a second. I should be able to spot them without the things on there. So, okay, of course we know the top. But if you look at this chart right here, we identify two candles, really three, right here, here, and here, where the volume range, that little gray line that's behind there, is outstanding. So that's what we like to draw our fibs is. And it's also another one right here. Right here. Right on this candle. So that's the low. That's the last low that we could look for a fib range that has the most volume. So I would use this candle's lows as opposed to this one or any of these other ones. I'm using this one low. And when we get the confluence on is, we look again over here, right? These two candles right here is what's of interest. And so we zooming those in, right? The low and a half of them. Okay? Bam. If you put the fibs back on, you can see, bam, the low. And we actually didn't use this low. We used this low right here. This candle low. And let me show you why. If you take these off for just a second. Okay. Yeah, this candle has the low volume. And this one is too high to be considered because it's in the middle of the range. But these two is the same buy program, I would willing to bet. This candle right here has the most volume. And if you draw a line right here at the bottom of it, you can see we never close below that candle and confirm. Now, keep in mind what I mean by confirm is this. You got this low right here, right? The next candle went lower, but it didn't close below. It got back above, closed above that line. And then we got right here and went below that line significantly and got right back above that line and closed right on that line. Right at the low, we closed right on the low. So that's how sometimes you get these volume confluence zones. accumulation distribution levels. However they're, identified and coined by the market and participants, they're basically representing the same cluster of buy programs, whether it's institutional buying on the level of being a specialist or being a market maker or being a hedge fund, some type of insider. But it never closed below that. And as a matter of fact, it dibbly bap and went back up. So now when you use that level as your low anchor into the high anchor, it gives you this 382 level that's right here. And when you use the other one, so this is the most recent high, right? We're using that low to that high. It's a perfect confluence with the 50% level. So that's a very powerful level. Hopefully, that was I didn't get as long as I like because I didn't pay attention to it and have it mapped out before, but I did take off some of my short calls after earnings. So I profited a little bit there, but it was capped. But yeah, that was a beautiful level of reentry. And so what I'm looking at now, let's go to DOMO for a second. Let's try to use some of that same logic here. Now, these are some old levels. I have to redraw them, and it'd probably be too long for this video. I think these go all the way out to the monthly. But it'd be too long for this video for me to show you that process. I'm going to wrap this up, and I'll come back and I'll do some fib levels. But if you look, DOMO was up. Let's go to a high time frame. It was up 65% at one point in one day. So you need to start anchoring your fibs from the $6 level up here and find like high value candles. The same way we just drew our fibs and find some confluence zones. I would go to the weekly and then back to the daily to draw them. But really, this could be setting up for a multi-month bull flag too. But this is a low float. The options have real bad spreads. Just buying a couple common and trading around it like that. And, you can get a couple hundred of it. But we'll come back and I'll mark this up. But I'm looking at now them adding to the position on DOMO today. All these other ones ran. We got Loon that ran. We had Bitfly wearing today.